Hello, hello. Welcome to Sound Wisdom Tarot. It's Tarot Tuesday. Time to do a collective reading, career-based. Okay, career-based reading for the collective. Please keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. If you'd like a personalized reading, check below. But let's get into it. Spirit guides, divine beings, intergalactical messengers, please help me connect to the spirit guides of the collective. Calling in a career-based reading. Career. So go ahead and bring to mind your career questions. Okay, Spirit's ready to speak. 5 of Cups. Okay, we're starting off with 5 of Cups. Okay, collective. You've been feeling like you're crying over some spilt milk here. There's like something going wrong in your latest career passion project that has left you feeling in so much grief. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry you've been going through this. So there's been up to like 3 things that haven't been working out, okay? Whether that's the people you're working with, like your fellow coworkers, bosses, whether it's the area you're trying to do this out of, or perhaps even like the actual job itself, okay? Could be all 3 of those things. But the good news is that right behind you, still here in this present moment, are 2 wonderful opportunities. Okay, 2 wonderful opportunities you have right now. Right now. This figure, so you, the collective, are cloaked a little bit in grief, in a bit of disillusionment, and not being able to like see the full thing, the full picture. And that's tough, right? When we've had like things not work out for us, it's really easy to just keep looking at all the things that aren't working out. But Spirit is asking you to turn around and see what is still here. Focus on the good now. This reminds me of like one of the private readings I just gave. I told a story about how as a yogi, when I was trying to learn how to do handstand, I felt like I was the only yogi who couldn't do it for so long. I kept telling myself, oh, I don't have the strength to do this. I don't have, what it takes. And I had this teacher who had us celebrate on the small successes. So, for example, like I started celebrating just the position of my hands. Right? So in my practice, I didn't even expect myself to get up into handstand that day. I was just like, I'm just going to celebrate my hand position. And I did that for like a week. And then the next week, I decided to celebrate the strength in my arms, drawing them inwards. The next week, doing L at the wall, I was like celebrating my alignment of the L. And then easy and effortlessly, I found myself just going up in a handstand. Whereas for years, I kept being like in this position, right? All the things I couldn't do, I just kept saying, oh, I can't do handstand. I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I was focusing on this. But as soon as I started celebrating this, all the abundance came. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Spirit guides, what does the collective need to know about this Five of Cups situation regarding their career? Let's get like next steps. Next steps. No, I want the chat, like more of a challenge first, please. More of a challenge first, please. Let's do Celtic Cross. Thank you. Oh, I love this one. Okay, so the challenge for you is the Judgment card. This is your time to be discerning, right? Be discerning about what you don't want to bring with you, like what you don't want to keep doing that's leading you to feel like this in your career, right? And instead, what do you want to take forward with you on this next part of your career journey? This is a great card because this is like towards the very end of an old cycle. So this cycle of grief, of things not working out, can be over. Can be over. And it's been challenging for you to actually pay attention to what it is you actually want and don't want, right? That's your challenge. It seems like you've been basing this off of what other people have been telling you you should want and not want, what other people have been telling you you have to do to be successful at your career. You know, like, for example, with social media, there's like all these like, oh, you got to post every day, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, you get to discern. You get to judge what are you taking with you and what are you leaving behind. Okay. Recent past, please, Spirit. Recent past. Recent past. What does the collective need to know regarding the recent past in this Five of Cups situation, please? This card is kind of being funny. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, recent past. Eight of Swords. Okay. This is great news because this means like all of the thoughts you've been having in the recent past about what hasn't been working out, it's all just thoughts, okay? Swords represents our thoughts. And it's a cage of our own making. So if you can look closely at this card, this lady who's all tied up and blindfolded, her feet are actually free. So she can leave the cage of her thoughts. She just has to walk away from them. In the recent past, you've built up this cage that has kept you small, right? That has kept you in fear-based thinking, lack-based thinking, instead of trust-based thinking. We can get really stuck in that cycle of thoughts. Because remember, a thought is just like a groove in the brain. Doesn't necessarily make it real. Doesn't necessarily make it the truth. A thought is this like groove in the brain. And the brain is designed to be like a record player and just keep going along on the easiest groove. And each time it goes along on the easiest groove, it actually deepens that groove more and more. And so we get caught up, we start twisting ourselves in these ties, and it even starts to blindfold our eyes to the reality. And instead we're stuck in this loop of this kind of thinking. It takes a bit of effort to create a new groove. But the good news is that you can. So just like the lady in this card, you need to start catching when you're in that groove of thinking. And maybe even say to yourself, cancel, cancel. do like an X, visualize an X in the sky. And you might have to do the cancel, cancel hundreds of times in a day, thousands of times in a day at first to break the pattern. Walk towards a new path, blindfolded. You're still blindfolded. You don't know where you're walking towards. This is where that trust comes in. And start practicing the new thought. You don't actually have to believe the new thought to practice it. Practice a new thought. A thought that you would prefer to be thinking. And the more you practice it, it's a scientific fact that with enough repetition, it will create a new groove. No, it won't be as deep as the old groove, not for a while. But if you stop walking the path of the old groove and start walking the new groove path, it will deepen. It will get easier. What does the collective know? Spirit, please help us. What does the collective, what are they aware of in this situation that would be beneficial for them to focus on and keep in mind? What is the known? The known, please. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Yes, we do. Come on, Spirit. I know you're here. Okay, collective, you're really feeling like you don't know. You don't know anything about this situation is how you're feeling. That's okay. That's okay. Spirit's gonna come through. Oh, came through. Here we go. What we know is it's taken time. We're feeling impatient, right? We're feeling impatient with having to wait on things to come through. That's hilarious because we had to be patient waiting for this card to come through. Just because the results aren't showing yet doesn't mean that all the hard work you've already done isn't going to pay off. Okay? Even if it's not going to pay off in the way you had hoped it would or thought it should, it's going to pay off in the way Spirit wants it to. Because the next card right after that was, look at this one. Oh, Four of Wands. Yes. Yes, please. This is the card of everything coming together. Four is the number of stability, strength, order. This is the card of marriage and community, family, of your dreams coming true. So this is a career reading. So in this case, it's like the marriage of your passion in your career, and with what's actually happening in life. So right now, you got to be just patient. Just wait a little longer, okay? Because your wish fulfillment is coming. When you can keep tending to the small steps, celebrate the small successes, keep nurturing what you want to grow instead of staying stuck here in what isn't working out. Right? When you can pay attention to what you want, nurture what you want, feed it every day, just a little bit every day. Water it, nurture it. This is coming for you. Okay, beautiful. I love this. Okay, so what's the unknown? Oh, that came through more quickly. Okay. All right, so we have Queen of Wands reversed, the Knight of Cups. Unknown to you is your passion project. Your passion project. but it doesn't have quite enough fire. So cups are like our true love, right? So things haven't been working out for you in your career because it wasn't what you actually loved. Sometimes we think we're going towards what we want, but Spirit has something way better than we ever could have imagined in mind for us. That's why the wrong things don't work out, so that the right things can. But we got to stop grieving the wrong things that didn't work out, because this is here for you. This is like coming slow and steady. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Your passion is waiting for you to give it, because this was upside down, to give it a little more fire, to give it a little more direction. When you start nurturing the things you really want, right, that does take like a bit of a spark, right? It's time to tune back into what your heart wants. And I know that can get like, what does my heart want, right? It's often like the things we don't admit to ourselves that we want. You're being called to let yourself admit what you actually want. You've been kind of burning yourself out with the wrong things, right? And with all these like anxious-based, fear-based thoughts, you've been kind of burning yourself out. You're being called to go with your emotions, right? To tune back into your feelings. When you're feeling frustrated, sad, that's a sign you're out of alignment. That's not like a fault thing. That's not to be like, you're out of alignment. No, it's just like, that's like a sign from the universe. This is uncomfortable. This is not actually the direction I'm meant to be going in. When you start feeling passionate, excited about things, that's a clear sign from the universe. Put your energy here. So, one last card. What's the next steps, please, Spirit, to help in this situation? Next steps, please, to help in this situation. What does the collective need to know? Next steps, please, regarding career. Next steps, please. Next steps, please. Oh. Healing. The Star card. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm just going to cover up some of the nakedness, because sometimes YouTube doesn't like these Rider-Waite cards. The Star card. Yeah. This is a time to nurture yourself. Nurture yourself. Give yourself time. A little more time to feel and heal from this grief. That doesn't mean like staying stuck in the negative. That's not what feeling and healing means. It means giving yourself time to like admit, that didn't work out for me. I feel kind of crappy about that. I need to nurture myself right now. I need to do things that make me feel good. Walks in nature, self-massage, lighting a candle safely, playing your favorite music, dancing it out. What makes you feel nurtured? Have you asked yourself that? Like, what actually makes you feel nurtured? If you don't know that, it's time to find that out. And with these, like, there's a lot of like beautiful water cards that are asking you to maybe go sit by bodies of water. Is there a river, stream, lake, ocean nearby? If not, can you use like even your shower or bath as a way to nurture through water. Let the water of the shower cleanse you, cleanse the past, and don't watch it go down the drain. Don't watch the water go down the drain. Let it drain away, but don't keep looking back at the past. This is also a card of embracing your star, like you are a star. So if you've been kind of holding yourself back, playing small, I think I said earlier, it's time to let your light shine. You are all human beings, but especially those of you watching right now, you are merely a star wrapped in skin. It's time to let yourself shine, my friends. Time to let yourself shine. Let's get one card from the Enchanted Map deck. Here we go. One last final card. There's one message, final message from the divine regarding this collective career reading. Spirit, one more message. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Intention. Yes. Yes. Get clear on your intention for how you want your career to go. You. That's what Spirit wants. It wants you to tune in to your wise owl within and create like an egg, a new like seed for your career, brand new. Put it up on a pedestal and let that be what you focus on. Not the rest. This. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Collective, for tuning in. If this resonated with you, you know what to do. Smash the like button, subscribe, share, comment below. Comment below if what resonated for you specifically and help this channel grow. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Spirit, for your divine messages. And Collective, I can't wait to see what you do with your